How do you feel about manifesting? Like manifestation?
I think it works, but you got to put in the work.
Yes.
You know, you can't just manifest and not put in the work.
That's delusion.
Yeah.
Someone is funny today.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I like your intros, man. Every single episode.
I like we need to add it on the.
Yes.
Is it recording right now?
Yeah.
It's recording.
Okay.
It should be on.
Welcome back to another episode of AfroVivid. As you can see, we have a special guest with us today. Omar in the building.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you as well, man.
Thank you for letting me come on the pod.
We gotta have a confetti. I just have his shoot behind him. Yeah.
Fireworks.
We got Mickey in the building.
Hi guys.
Medis.
You want to do the sound?
No, it's only for the guest. We got Medis. Medis is drinking his tea, living his best life.
All right.
What's
Yes,
happening,
you know.
guys?
What's happening? Been struggling. We're making the tea, setting up.
It's getting
How
cold.
about you guys?
And this work week was shitty.
Wait, what?
It was a crazy work week for me.
Oh,
Okay.
What do you do?
Crazy. So I work in digital marketing for a surgery center.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Digital marketing.
So-
I actually, some point, I did that in college as well. In college, I was just all over the place. I did like marketing and business management,
Okay.
but I just didn't like it. I was just pretty much doing it for like me to like get the knowledge of like how those firms like work, so I can apply it to like things that I do. But that's pretty dope though.
Yeah, marketing's like a huge thing in the world right now. You know,
It is,
it's
yeah.
like everything that we see, like
It is,
the
it is.
smallest thing. I just saw a TikTok the other day that I was watching, and this guy just walked up to this random guy in New York, and he was like, "Hey, here goes a free bottle of water." And no, it wasn't in New York, it was UK. He was like, "Hey, here goes a free bottle of water," and the guy's like, "Why do I want a free bottle of water?" And he's like, "Well, it's natural spring water. All of our advertising is on the bottle, so it's free. We put our advertising on the bottle, so companies pay to advertise on the bottle. Therefore, we can give it out for free."
Yeah, have you seen like on like people like personal car, sometimes they have like all this big ass ad pasted on their cars and stuff.
oh yes.
Yeah,
I think
you know you
it's
can make
weird.
money off there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
think
get
it's
paid, like-
weird though. I wouldn't want
Yeah.
Muhammad's haircutting barber business
Why you
on
going for
my
Muhammad?
car.
I'm telling you, man.
Because he's quiet.
She's just hating on me.
There's just one class I took though when I was doing that. I don't know if you took that class before, but pretty much what the class is, right? The professor will like show us like all these ads that we see on TV, and try to like break it down like the psychology behind it, like the reason why like somebody do certain thing like in an ad, or like the reason why like maybe like even like the slightest thing, right? Like somebody dropped it like their phone, and like, they pick it up in a specific way. The reason why they do that and how that like actually affect like people like us, you know, how that like lead us to the point where like we take action like based on the things that we see, even not knowing like that's what they're trying to do.
It's crazy that you say that because I was listening to another podcast the other day,
Okay.
and they were talking about how when we get on social media, I was taking this class, and the things that we see on social media, it's triggered for us to see. So like what you may see on your Instagram, what you may see on your Instagram is different from what I'll see, is different
Yeah.
from what he'll see.
Yeah.
So it's all gauged to like
Your
it's
like.
gauged
AI.
by
What
your
you
like.
like, yeah.
Artificial intelligence, yeah.
So many social media platforms are gauged to trigger certain emotions in people's lives. So like you'll see things and be like, "Oh, this makes me angry," and there's literally people who write these codes for these algorithms to trigger certain emotions in people's lives.
Understand your behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even like when we're talking, like I was looking for someone to cut this wig of mine, right? And then I was just talking about it. Oh, I need someone to cut my wig, and talking. And then when I got on my phone, all these hairstylists pop up, like Baltimore hairstylists. I'm like,
It's scary, right?
it's weird.
You know, it's so creepy. So I just told you, like, I went through a breakup, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on TikTok. All
Oh, your ex is starting
yo, for the longest time, like the breakup happens and I get on TikTok, trying to uplift myself, laugh a little.
Yeah.
No, it's always like these people like tarot card readers. They're like, "Oh, your person's coming back.
Oh.
Thinking about you. They're feeling all the emotions right now from the breakup. You know, in the next 24 hours,
Yeah,
you're gonna
you'll
get
get
a
a
message from your
call.
person.
Yeah.
This is not gonna.
Are you over it though?
Yeah, I am.
Are you telling yourself you're over it, or you
I'm seriously
are
over
over
I'm
it?
seriously over it. It was such
That's
a
like a tough guy, man.
No. Well, that's because I'm so emotionally intelligent.
I'm learning
super,
about
super
emotional
in
intelligence.
tune with my emotions. So it was really hard because me, like, you hurt me, I want to get my lick back.
Me too.
Like, I want to get my lick back. I'm not waiting on God. I'm not waiting on karma. Nah, like, I want to get my lick back, and then I'll feel better. So for me, it was like, it was challenging. It was really hard
To not get your lick back.
to not get my lick back.
What do you
Only
mean by
because
that?
I want you to
getting the-
feel.
Like
I want you to
revenge.
feel
Ah.
What I felt,
what I felt.
or worse.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want you to eat for a week.
Exactly.
Why?
So I sent her after I sent her like that 7-page
I
letter.
mean,
I sent her like this text, and I knew she wasn't gonna reply to the text, but it was more so like, I want you to sit in these thoughts. Like, I want
You are evil.
No.
Are you a Gemini? Not that I
She's
really
a Gemini.
care. Oh God,
I'm a Capricorn.
I don't even like. I heard a lot of weird things about Geminis, but don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not really into this whole horoscope thing, right? But then I had a friend back in South Africa, next door neighbor. So my next door neighbor, you know, when you're young, you have that one friend that you sit with every day. And she was seeing this guy, and he was a Gemini, and she kept on, you know, so she planted this seed in my mind, like, this is how Geminis are, and this is how they act. You know what I mean? So I was seeing someone that was a Gemini, and I was like, these motherfuckers are toxic.
You didn't even give him a chance.
No, I gave him a chance, but he was toxic. He was like Gemini-ing.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, for me, a lot of my friends are Geminis.
I feel like you're a little bit toxic, though.
You think I'm toxic?
right? How did you know?
Because why would you write someone an 8-page?
What?
Why would you write someone an 8-page character development?
Because they needed to hear it. I felt like me giving them a character development letter is someone in their life that loves and care about them.
I've never heard that
Being
before.
completely honest. Like, why would you not want... Listen, if you're my friend and you come to me and say, hey, I can no longer be your friend because of the way that you make me feel, and it's not healthy for either of us,
Okay.
that's you pulling me aside, being an adult and being transparent about your feelings. I'll respect you so much. Now,
Yeah.
if you just leave without
Silent.
communication and silence, it's, I don't know. I just feel like things could have been handled better if you would have came to me and told me, so I can understand, help me grow. Even if we're not friends or we never have that relationship again, you're allowing me to see things from a different perspective and step outside of what I'm used to seeing.
I feel you on that though, because it's like I've always said like I feel like a lot of people like kind of like scared of tough conversations. Like me, what I expect from my friends, right? I want them to tell me like the things that they probably think I don't want to hear. I feel like that's what true friendship is, right? Because sometimes like I might have like a bad habit that I may not be aware of, you know, just because like that's just how I've been doing it. But if somebody called that out, right, you know, bring that to my attention. Now, like, I'll be very mindful to like look for those traits, you know.
Next time, you're dealing with that person, you'll be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, some way you tell me this. Like, here's
Wait, what did they
here's
tell you
good as
about
hell.
yourself?
What did you tell me
Yeah.
about myself?
What did you do?
No, I was just saying like that's the type
Oh.
of friendship that I
Like he would
but,
prefer someone.
yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like when you really love someone, you're gonna hurt their feelings, regardless. Even if it's
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
even if
inevitable.
it's
Yeah.
not intentional, you're gonna hurt their feelings.
Yeah, it is.
But if there's like good reasoning behind what you're saying to them to better them, and not to like bring their character down or like hurt them, then I think if they're willing to grow and turn inward and look at themselves, they'll understand why you said what you said.
Yeah, they wouldn't take like too personally, huh?
Yeah, do you guys feel like there's someone in my life, like a family member, right, that has changed so much since I came to America, like to a point that I don't even know her anymore. Right? I can't even have a simple conversation with her. Like I can't even be like, listen, you've been doing, let's use alcohol for example, you've been drinking so much that you're actually losing yourself, and I can see it because I'm not there anymore, so I'm looking from outside in, and from outside in I can see that you have a problem, and I feel like you need to find some sort of solution. And then she'll fight me, or she'll be like, oh, you don't know what I'm going through. I've been depressed for the past. I'm like, okay, I understand. See, now I'm becoming Muhammad, where you want to listen to your problem once, and then we want solutions. You know what I mean? I can't call you. I've been in America almost for 3 years now. I can't call you, and every time I call you, you're telling me the same problem over and over. Okay, I get your problem. Let's talk solutions. And then it's like, oh, but I'm depressed. Oh, but I'm like...
That's the thing. It's like I usually don't. Once I tell you, okay, well, let's figure something out, and then you tell me, I'm depressed. I'm like, it's like I'm going through shit too, but I don't mean like I'm making wrong decision. Like the same situation you're going through, maybe other person is literally experiencing way worse than yours. You know what I'm saying? But then it's just them getting that into their head and making sure, okay, well, you know what, I actually got to change. But as long as they're not ready, I'm not going to, once I tell you once, I feel like you're not ready, I'm not going to push it.
It
I'm
goes
just
back.
leave you.
It goes back to emotional intelligence also.
Yeah, I just feel like people usually pick up like message differently.
Mm-hmm.
For example, right, some people like need like the motivational type of like talk, while it's like some people like they need like that tough love type of talk, right? While some other people need like maybe like just like sarcastic, right? Calling them out the whole time, and they will finally realize this. But with your friend or family member, right? Like you may just have to like switch around, like if you really like wanting to see them change. But one thing you should understand as well, like there's other people as well that just don't listen, right? They just learn by experience. Like they'll just keep doing like what they been doing until like they hit the wall, like boom.
Then
And now their back is against the wall. Then they finally realize, oh fuck, maybe she was right the whole time. That's like something like I don't even like kill myself too much like giving somebody advice, right? If I've done it like once or twice, like people do listen, but like if they're not taking any action, then it's not your responsibility to like keep forcing them.
maybe I should write a letter.
Yeah, try that. Try that.
Do you
I'm not
guys?
gonna get over that one.
Yo, I want to get into the conversation what was in the letter, but I think it's a little too personal.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
But no, I have an honest question. Like I've been asking people this recently. What do you feel like your superpower is in life?
My superpower in life is to be fabulous.
Fabulous.
No.
Okay.
To make people laugh. I feel like my energy brings good. I feel like, I don't know how everyone else feels. So I think that I bring good energy to a room. I'm not a clown. No, actually, let me think about it.
No, I kind of like sense that though. I do feel that way as well. You get
About
that?
me or about you?
Yeah, about you.
Oh, thank you.
Still think about it and let us know. But
What's your superpower?
I don't know. I feel like lately, I've been able to like just the ability to like understand situation from different perspective. Like I'm always calm, because I try to understand it from different perspective.
Nice.
And in doing so, like I end up listening. So if you tell me stuff, I will listen, but then I'll try to look at it from a different angle. Usually I feel like that's something that I've picked up, in the past few years or so.
Okay. And
How about
yours,
you?
Safi?
Oh, me? You want me to go next?
Yeah.
I feel like I would just say not overacting and very patient.
That's a
That's
real
mine.
superpower.
You very patient?
I am.
Okay. I'm very patient with children. Adults, please
Yeah,
don't.
same.
Children,
kids-
like kids are, yeah, I'm very patient with kids. Adults, please don't piss me off.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it gets to the point where like I'm so patient to the point where like it stopped becoming like negative to mine because now like people start using it against me. And that's like something I'm learning also to like balance out. You know, sometimes just like be ruthless. Like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Be patient, but have your
have
boundaries.
boundaries, yeah.
Yeah. And
What
yours,
about you?
Amari, besides helping people with character development.
Superpower. I feel like mine would be foresight. And yeah, foresight.
Elaborate.
And I say that because like I have the most vivid dreams. Like my dreams at night are always vivid, and it's crazy because I always remember my dreams. Like, and I have like these deja vu moments in life where, I have like
I've
these
had a couple
deja
like
vu
that.
moments in life where I'll have a dream and it'll be about. It's always something in specifics, either a person, place, and thing, or feeling. So I won't understand the meaning of the dream. I won't know why I'm having this dream, but say 2 years from now or like 10 years from now, a moment will click. And I'm like, I remember that dream and it takes me back to that place that night when I had that dream. It's the craziest thing. So, I feel like, so I'm Christian. I believe in God. And I feel like I'm...
You're a prophet.
No, I wouldn't say
Omari.
that, but it's more so like I feel like I'm sent messages
Right.
to either help someone else, help myself, or be just self-aware about what's going on in my life.
That's a great gift to have.
Do you like dreaming?
Me?
Yeah.
It's a curse and a blessing.
Yeah,
Because,
it really
like,
is.
Your brain doesn't stop. Like
I
your
hate
brain
it,
doesn't
man.
stop. And it's so crazy because like I hate this. So I hate to talk about this, but I think that you have these people in life that are placed in our lives, and they're extremely smart, extremely intelligent, and they're like geniuses. For instance, like Kanye. I think Kanye's a genius. Does he say crazy shit? Yes. But I think that his brain just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how to turn off his brain. So I think that's like
A curse-based
a curse. It's like your downfall.
Yeah.
Because like your thoughts may make sense to yourself, but to someone else who may not be on the same vibration as you, you're gonna sound nuts.
Yeah. I feel like for him as well, right? Like he kind of like have problems in like delivering his message.
For sure.
Sometimes like if you really like sit and like listen to what he say, it may have like some good points, right? But the way he just said it, it's just like, oh man, like it just sounds like a clickbait. So
Like him being
so,
on
like,
Twitter
right,
or stuff
yeah.
like that, and just like tweeting stuff out or sending stuff out, it sounds crazy. But like when he like gets with the right person and has like a real deep conversation, you're just
Right.
like, wow, I never thought about it that way.
So speaking of deja vu, right?
Yeah.
I always experience, like, always, you know, and I feel like sometimes I'll be like, damn, have I like actually lived this before?
Yeah.
But then it was the first experience was a dream. You know, like I first experienced that. Well, I've experienced it before, but like the one where I dreamt about me being in the office, right? Got on like I was, you know, working laptop.
Were you
on
working
a-
with Jeff Bezos?
No, not something like that. But literally, it was like this. It was like a high-rising building. You know, I was sitting there, glass windows, and I was working. Turn around, it was like my manager and all that stuff. And I'm telling you, when I did my internship, I was sitting in the same high-rising building.
Whoa.
My laptop, my manager around, and something just clicked. I'm like, and I started looking around and smiling. You know, and everyone was working. And my mom like, damn, like has this happened before?
You know, it's
You know.
it's so crazy that you say that because I don't know if you guys seen this movie Interstellar.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yo, so you know how he was seeing himself through that dimension, and he was trying to get that message to himself and his kid to stay there.
Oh, yes,
Do you
I did.
Feel like we have like? Do you feel like?
I feel like to me, once I've experienced stuff like my dreams,
Yeah.
I always try to stay closer to it.
Okay.
You know, as long as it's like positive stuff.
Yeah.
I always try. And recently, I dreamt about, you know, a good opportunity, right? And then, to be honest with you, it's literally coming to life,
Okay.
you know. So it's like, you know, I can't say it right now, but it's something that's gonna, you know,
Man,
happen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I always believe in putting myself in a situation where I know I can achieve something. You know, I'm never like the one where I feel like, okay, if that's bad for me, go there. And like, nah.
yeah.
I only go
Yeah.
and do stuff if I know it's something that's gonna benefit me.
How do you feel about manifesting? Like manifestation?
I think it works, but you gotta put in the work. Definitely.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, you can't just manifest and not put in the work. You
That's
know?
delusion.
Yeah.
So one is funny today.
Look. You know how like you see a lot of people.
That's delusion.
Nah, there's a lot of people like that. At some point, I was like that too, right? Where like I would like look for like all this inspiration, like listen to all this motivation and stuff, but not do anything. You know, man, you just playing yourself game at the end of the day. So if you don't take action, you can read like as much as you want or like listen to motivation as much as you want. It's not gonna go anywhere. You know, I'd rather like be that person that just like take action whether I'm ready or not, than just looking for somebody to inspire me or looking for inspiration somewhere. Because if that inspiration is not there, then what are you gonna do? You know.
That's just like people who I'm gonna get killed for this, but that's just like people who have those vision board parties, and they like get like fucking stacks of magazines and start cutting out like Bentleys,
Right.
and,
Exactly.
and this bag they want and X, Y, and Z, and then they glue it to here, hang it up in their wall, and ignore that shit for the rest of the year.
And just
Yeah,
look
like,
at it.
Just look at it. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Why not just like
you're
take like
how-
the first step?
How are you
How-
gonna achieve
how are you
those
gonna
dreams?
achieve those
Like,
dreams? Yeah,
In the world that we're living in, right, anything is possible, guys.
exactly.
Like you can do anything, and it's crazy. You can do anything you put your mind
Literally.
to, bruh.
It's true. It's true.
Seriously, like
Yeah, speaking of, so I wanted to like ask you, how did you get into digital marketing, like, and how has it been? Like, is it something that you see yourself, 5, 10 years from now, or do you see yourself branching into like something else?
Did you also manifest that in your dreams?
Yeah.
Did you see that in your dreams?
I consider myself like a super manifester
Okay.
for sure. For me, digital marketing, it's something I taught myself.
Yeah.
Like if I see something that I enjoy and that I love,
Mm-hmm.
I study it. Like I get on YouTube, I will read books, I will make it my life.
obsessed.
I
bruh,
become
yeah.
extremely obsessed, like super driven. So digital marketing, I am very good at networking. Like I can communicate with people. I can read people's body language, understand what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and
No, he's a dangerous guy, man.
Right?
so
I'm scared.
so it's like with that, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Like
Do it.
they're gonna teach you the job regardless.
Yeah, they would.
Like, come
every
on,
lie
job.
on
Do
that.
the
Just
job
lie on
regardless.
that resume.
And I mean, it's not really lying, but it's like I've done this. Give me a chance. Like you put me in this position, give me a chance, and I'm gonna show you how amazing I am.
yeah.
So with that, I took a chance and got a job in Scottsdale, Arizona. Moved out there, and then I was working as a social content creator for a plastic surgeon, and it's so crazy because I was on the job and I was working, and I started to become like
Like the job has become like easier for you now.
no, it was becoming a chore. It felt like a chore.
Ooh.
It started to feel like a chore. So once things start to feel like a chore, my happiness starts to step away.
Separate.
Yeah,
Ooh,
separate
yeah.
for sure. So I started manifesting and praying like every day, and I'm like, hey, I want to move to DC. I want to move to DC. I want to move to DC. Like when I'm telling
Every day.
I'm telling myself this every single day. Like
Listen.
the same thing. I'm putting pen to paper. And crazy story. We come in one week on a Monday, and we get a new CEO at our company. She sends out an email, and she's like, we're gonna have Zoom calls at the end of the week for the whole marketing team. So Wednesday comes, we're in the marketing meeting, and we're all joking around. We're like, oh, what if we get fired on Friday?
Ooh.
So during this time period, I'm like talking to my family. I'm like, I really want to move to DC. Like, I see myself there. I see myself thriving there. I want to be around more black people and like, you know, network and stuff like that. So Friday comes. I come in the office like it's a regular morning, and I'm working, and I'm about to hop on the Zoom call with the CEO, and they tell me, they're like, hey, since you're in the office, come to the boardroom. So I go to the boardroom, and they're like, you know, this is going to be a difficult conversation. So she said that, I stepped in the room. I felt the energy. I'm like, I already know what's going to happen. So I sit down, and they're like, it's going to be a difficult conversation. We're going to have to let you go. So I get home. My manager calls me, and she's like, yeah, did you get fired today? I'm like, yeah, I got fired too. So they let go the whole marketing team, like 5 people. So I'm the type of person that when bad things happen in my life, or like I'm hurt or something like that, that shit makes me grind. Like,
Yeah.
I'm tunnel vision.
Right.
You don't shave your hair off.
The day I get home, I start applying for jobs immediately. Like, as soon as they fire me, I go home and start applying for jobs. Cause I'm like, I could go drink, I could go like do whatever, but like, nah, like this, I showed up to work doing what I love to do. So I need to get back to that place.
All right.
And nobody in Arizona will hire me, but I got 3 job offers in DC.
Ooh,
Yeah.
look at God.
Yeah,
Listen.
That's dope.
literally. So I feel like God, when you put things out there and you put those things into the universe, if you aren't following through with him, he will make you make room for yourself so that you can receive the blessings that you're trying to get.
Okay.
It's,
You guys taking
coming back
notes?
to like were you the one that see you reading the ask?
Yeah,
Ask your find?
yeah. As asking is given.
Yeah. So like one of the other rules, it's like 3 of them: ask, seek, and knock. Right?
Yeah.
Or sit in what?
Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and it shall find. Knock, and it shall be open unto you. Something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I feel like, because one thing I've learned as well, right? Have you read The Alchemist? Okay.
No.
So pretty much like The Alchemist, right? One thing that the authors said on there, right? It's like usually there's everything around us, but we attract like the things that we focus on more, right? So if you start putting your attention to like specific something, now you'll kind of like configure your brain to only look for that thing. It's just like when you looking for a car, right? Let's say you're trying to get a new car, Toyota Camry, and before, when you don't have that car, you don't see out that
You
much.
don't see, yeah.
But as soon as you purchase that
Every
car, right,
corner.
when you're on the road, that's what you see all the time. So it's the same thing. Like when you seek something, like so much to the point where like that's the only thing you think. Like every single day, you're gonna see like all around you, like all the ways. And I usually give this advice to Brandon, right? One of my friends, he's into like music and stuff. He has been to like all kind of Travis Scott concerts and stuff like that. I haven't, and I was just talking to him one time, or like telling like the differences in like how our brain works, like when it comes to interest, right? Brandon's like on the music side. I'm like on the tech side, right? And there's more opportunities that I can see, like when it comes to like the tech side, than Brandon, just because my focus is most like in the tech lane, right? When it comes to music, Brandon's had like so much more opportunities, like just run into like icons. Even like when he went to California, he saw Rick Ross like on the road. He saw like a couple other stars, right? Because that's his lane, and whilst I tech is my lane. So pretty much like that, it's just that I understand like find something that you really super like interested in, and just focus on it. Then everything you're just gonna see like opportunities like everywhere.
Just comes to you.
Yeah.
It's like tapping into yourself and putting yourself on that like vibrational wavelength, and just knowing that what's for you is for you, like knowing that it's for you, it's going to happen. Like the book that we were talking about, Asking is Given, I was reading it, and it's such a life-changing book because it really makes you understand the law of attraction, and like just manifesting and attracting what you already know is for you, whether it's relationships or jobs or money or anything.
Studying law, traction.
Another good one, right? Thinking Grow Rich. That one's a pretty good one too. Like when it comes to like attracting,
Okay.
or like
Yes.
just mindset. I don't know if you even noticed like the notes in my mirror in my bathroom. This is like whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve.
Yeah.
That is
I
great.
truly believe that, you know.
Guys, onto a lighter side.
To a lighter side.
Onto a lighter side.
Where we transition?
Tell
to?
us, Omari, how many countries have you traveled to?
I've been to 22 countries.
22 countries.
22.
My role model, man. This is my role model,
So
right?
I love it.
you've been traveling while working online, or
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
just traveling.
Man, I'm about to quit my job right now.
No, so what I do is I try to travel during vacation times. So like, say if we have a holiday on like a major holiday on like a Monday, I know I'm gonna have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and then I have that Monday off.
Yeah.
So I'll just take
That's
off
smart.
that week and then just use PTO for those days. So it's like you're cheating the system, but you're not cheating the system. You're just like maximizing your PTO.
So you go for like,
Oh,
let's say a
there's some
week
teammates
and then
doing
come
that
back,
too.
I'll go for like a week and a half normally.
and then come back.
And just come
I
back.
love this soft one.
Yeah.
Look.
It's
I'm
my
being
happy
serious.
place.
That's good. That's good. I mean, where like if you can like name out of all those 20 countries, like
22.
which country you think you would go back to again?
Go back to?
Yeah.
There's two countries that I've been to twice. That's Dubai and Egypt. I've been to Dubai and Egypt twice. But
Nice.
if I can go back to any of those countries, it would definitely have to be Kenya.
Kenya.
Oh, you've been,
Yeah.
Kenya's beautiful, the
Kenya.
motherland.
Have you been to Bali?
Yo, crazy. I was supposed to go 3 weeks ago. I had to cancel the trip because I moved here. Yeah.
That's definitely a
The
place
next
where I
time you
want to
go,
go.
just let me know. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and it's not even expensive.
No.
Yeah,
not
that's definitely a
expensive
place
at
where I'll
all.
go, man, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah, I
experience.
feel like
that.
that's where I belong.
No, it's not, because when you were in the hot seat, I asked you if you could go anywhere in the world. You said you'd stay where you are. So please.
No, that's where I belong for my vacations.
Oh, for
But
vacation,
not
yeah.
For like hustling and grinding.
For
Hustling and grinding, I want to be an American, man.
which country did you have the most like bad experience, and what happened? Like, tell us
Bad
about what happened. Yeah, what was the worst experience? Why? What happened?
I
How
wouldn't
did you feel? How did you handle it?
I wouldn't say it's the worst experience. There was... I almost got arrested.
You got arrested.
Almost.
What'd you do?
Almost. So in Egypt, it's illegal to fly drones.
Ah,
So I'll set the scene up. So I'm staying at this hotel outside of the pyramid. So like this is like my balcony, and like the pyramids are like 30
Right.
feet
Yeah.
right here in front of me. $22 a night. Cheap hotel.
What?
Super cheap. And it's nice.
you gotta go.
$22
Dang.
a night, and you walk out and boom, sliding doors, you see the pyramid. So I took my drone there, and I'm like, I launched it up in the air, super high, nobody can see it. I'm flying over the pyramids. I'm amazed. Like, I'm going crazy. I'm just like, this is insane. Like, I'm actually here. Like, I have video footage, aerial video footage of the pyramids. So the easiest part was getting out. The challenging part was getting the drone back in the room. Drones are illegal. So there's Egyptian police like 30 feet that direction. And then there's people walking through the street in Giza. And I'm like trying to level it down so that it can fly directly through. But I can't see it because like,
So small.
yeah, it's so small. So it's hovering over the balcony for too long, and then it comes in. So I take the whole thing apart, take the SD card out, upload everything to the cloud, delete everything off the SD card, and then just lay it on the bed. And
A
then
whole lot of time.
I get a knock on the door like 15 minutes later.
Ooh.
It's the hotel owner.
You're going to.
He's like, Egyptian police downstairs. Do you have helicopter? I'm like, no. He's like, do you have a drone? I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't work. So he's like, well, what were you doing with it? I was like, well, I was trying to fly it. He's like, well, drones are illegal here. And I'm like, fuck, like I'm getting arrested. Like I'm in another country. And I have a flight the next morning to go to like Luxor, another part of Egypt. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to be in jail. I'm going to miss my other flight. So he goes downstairs and he talks to them, and he comes back like 5 minutes later. He's like, can I get your passport? So I'm like,
Fuck.
I'm really going to jail. like I'm going to jail in Egypt. So I'm sitting there looking up Egyptian jails on my phone, just to like
Kinda
see what they.
manifest.
I'm like, yo,
Like,
let me
let's
see what
see
they
what
look like first. Like,
happens.
is it cool?
Man.
Like, you know,
He said, "Is it cool?"
you got clean water. We can sit this out for a couple of days. So before the embassy in Egypt comes and gets me. So they take my passport and they
Damn.
take the drone, and he takes to the Egyptian police. And then he comes back 15 minutes later. I'm panicking in the room, like I'm like, I don't know what's going on. He's like, I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna take care of it. So I guess they tried to look on the SD card to see if there's anything on there. Everything's in the cloud, so they can't find anything. So he's like, they're gonna keep the drone for a few hours. You'll get it back tomorrow morning when you leave, to take your flight to the next city. And I'll bring back your passport in the morning.
Okay.
But
You didn't sleep that night.
I didn't sleep that night.
Listen.
I didn't sleep that night. Like every footstep in the
Oof.
hotel, I was like, oh God, somebody's gonna come and arrest me.
Shit.
Yeah. And then I wake up at like 4 a.m. He comes, knocks on the door, and he gives me back my drone and my passport. And he's like, do not fly it anymore while you're in Egypt. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I already got what I wanted, so.
You got your. Do you have the videos?
Yeah.
Is it uploaded?
Yeah, it's on.
What kind of drone is it?
So it's a DJI Mavic Air 2.
The
You-
drone went up? Because usually I have the same drone.
Some of them
It goes
they
like, no flight.
they don't go,
Doesn't
yeah.
go up.
It was a they allowed me to fly it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was a dope story though.
That is a dope
You see-
story.
you see that's-
What if you got arrested? Shit.
I don't know, if I got arrested, I would just had to suck it up, you know?
Yeah.
Damn.
I put myself in that situation, so it's like
Yeah.
I'm responsible for.
I know this YouTuber. He does food stuff where he traveled all around, right? And he went to Egypt and he
Why
got
do I
like
think I know who
the
you're talking
permit.
about?
You know, the guy he wears like bandana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got like a permit to film and all that stuff, but they couldn't let me. There was like they had to take all of his equipment, all that stuff, and he was going through it. Like he continuously was recording using his phone. Like he was like, "Do not come to Egypt." Like
Same thing happened at the airport. So my bag got lost. The second trip,
Oh.
my bag got lost. It got left in Atlanta. So it finally got there like 3 days later, and I had to go to the Egyptian airport to go pick it up. So I get there, and Egyptian airport is completely confusing. Everybody's like you have to tip me in order for me to do something.
That's
That's Africa.
That's
we know that.
That's Africa.
It's not Egypt.
it's crazy.
It's
so
not only Egyptian.
I'm like, they're like, well, the office is closed where you get your bag from. I'm like, they just called me and told me to come pick up my bag. They're like, well, the office is closed. So finally, I like went to the security yard and I gave them my passport. So my middle name is Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, basically my whole name is, but my middle name is Arabic. So he's like, where's your dad from? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, is your dad from here? I'm like, I don't know. So
What's your middle
he's
name?
like, I'm gonna go find it out for you. So the guy comes back and he's like, I need your passport. He takes my passport and he's gone for like 30 minutes. And I'm like,
Damn.
These people love passport.
I'm like,
man.
what?
Right?
He comes back with this like airport ID, and I go to the airport and he walks me through like this like secret backway tunnel. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like kind of freaking out because I'm like, where are we going? And he takes me to this room. We get my bag. I remember my drone is my bag, so I'm hoping they don't like open it and go through it. We get to security and they take everything out of my bag, like ransack the whole bag, and they found the drone and they're like, you can't fly a drone here. Luckily, the propellers were at the hotel, so it looked like it was broken. I'm like, I just use it for a camera. Like I don't use it for anything else. And then he was like, okay, just don't fly it.
Oh.
Yeah.
wow.
Egypt is an interesting place, guys.
I feel like that's one thing about traveling as well, right? Like you just come across like all these unique experiences, you know.
Yeah.
That just adds to like your overall experience. What got you into traveling?
So living in America, you're taught this certain way
Mm-hmm.
of like the other countries are, and you're taught like these countries are bad and we've been to war with these countries and these places are dangerous. And I think just being so open-minded, I didn't want to believe that notion of like other people's cultures. Like I wanted to understand it for myself. So I went to my first trip, Italy, Spain, and France with my family. And then after that, I was gone. Like you couldn't keep me home. Because I'm like, wow, like
It's a different feeling.
it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
It is.
You're shown so much love in other countries that you aren't shown in your own country, and it's crazy to me.
So I'm not coming back.
Listen, if I could leave tomorrow, I would. But definitely just visiting other countries and learning about people's cultures, trying different foods, and seeing that there's more to America. Like it's crazy because so many people want to come here, but like me, I'm like, send me out.
Yeah, travel, see the world. It's important.
I feel like traveling actually just open your eyes, your mindset. I think just mentally,
Yeah.
you get to really sit down and be like, you know what? It's not just America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there are other places people are living way better. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. But I think that's one of the benefits of travel, where you get to experience the food, the culture, the way of lifestyle, how people live over there. So I think it's a good thing to do. At least you should travel. At least
At
once.
least
No,
once,
no,
yeah.
no.
I believe that it's important for a young lady to do a Europe tour in her 20s, in her early 20s. It's so important for a young lady to do a Europe tour.
Why Europe?
It's just different. I don't know why Europe, but it's just, I don't know. And I watched it in Gilmore Girls, right? I don't know if you guys know the show Gilmore Girls. And the old lady, the granny, the old Gilmore lady, she like also said that once in one of the episodes, like it's important for a young girl to travel Europe at least once in her early 20s. Have you ever dated outside of your American?